I absolutely love the character of Taiju, and Dr. Stone does so much justice for him. He makes me love this character so much. S ranked here for sure. Welcome back to Everything Anime Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Shinry, here with Everything Anime Podcast, talk about stuff from anime, manga, video games, TV shows, and whatever relevant topic we're talking about. Today's video is on Dr. Stone, Chapter 118. I hope you're not tired of the Dr. Stone videos, because I don't get tired of making them. I am working on some other projects on the side. We have to talk about the updated trailer for Sonic 3 that showed Shadow. Our video we made a long time ago showing that off. Definitely check it out. 5 things we want to see in Sonic 3. I made that video with Silver. We're making an update to that video based off the trailer this week. Got some talk about Tokyo Ghoul at some point. Just trying to basically catch up. Got video game reviews to do. Just in between things with life. So reading manga is the easiest thing I can do. Gets it out pretty fast. And plus, as you know, I'm a huge fan of Dr. Stone right now. So, without further ado, let's get into the chapter. So, when we last left off, Sozu and Ryusei dove underwater with the help of Senku's, oxygen tanks that he created to go down there and save Kaseki. Because if we get Kaseki, we can make more oxygen tanks. Because right now, we only have 10 minutes of oxygen. And we don't know how long it took for them to already find our friends. But thankfully, they were all in one place. And we signaled to Senku, hey, we found everybody, by tossing 3 jellyfish up to the surface. So now that Kaseki and Sozu have found Kaseki, all we can do is just pull them out of the sand and, we're free to go. We can get them back, revive them, and then with the miracle fluid, because we have infinite revival fluid, now we have titanium. So, easy done, easy said, right? Well, not exactly. Kaseki is buried into the sand, and because they're underwater, it's hard to pull them out. So, they're we don't have the strength to pull him out. And what's worse, to top it all off, we only have 4 minutes of oxygen left. So it took them possibly 5 to 6 minutes to even find all their friends. And thankfully we did, and they're all in one place. But now we only have 4 minutes of air to pull Kaseki out. Otherwise, we're not going to have another way to make another oxygen tank, which I forgot to mention in the last video. They used all the materials they had on hand to make the 2 oxygen tanks. And it took them 10 hours to make 2. 5 hours to make 1, 10 hours to make 2. So they don't have any chance of doing this again. They have to save Kaseki now, otherwise this has all been for naught. And because without Kaseki, we can't make more oxygen tanks, which means even if basically if we don't pull Kaseki out, we can't save anybody. All of our friends will be stuck at the bottom of the sea. So Ryusei quickly thinking he's trying to relay this information back to Senku. So he pulls on the rope because they're attached to a rope, I forgot to mention, to help them find Senku and the others back on the surface. And he's tugging on this rope to act as a Morse code, whenever before Gen would call Senku and hang up before Senku would answer the cell phone, and Senku understood that was Morse code from Gen when we were originally trying to infiltrate the Tsukasa's kingdom of stone. But anyways, Senku is trying to figure out what Ryusei is trying to say through Morse code, but he thinks it's going to take over a minute for them to understand what he wants to say. And so that would leave them at 3 minutes of oxygen, which is very limited time. So one, Senku would have to understand what Ryusei is trying to say in less than a minute, or that would take a minute to give them 3 minutes of oxygen. And then 2, find a way to send back whatever signal or respond to Ryusei in whatever way he can. Gen, however, our mentalist is already on it. He's I don't think they're trying to send you an entire message. They're trying to tell you something quickly because, obviously they know they have limited water. They have limited, oxygen. So what was the thing that Ryusei was trying to tell them? Was it trying to tell them, Kaseki's stuck underwater. We need more help. We need more hands. We can't pull him out? No, actually. It surprised even me what they wanted. It was the revival fluid. They were hey, we need revival fluid now. And Gen immediately understood that. And it just, blows my mind how much these characters understand what each other needs without actually communicating. Which is another thing that's in this chapter and something I've been gushing about the last few chapters. But it's who they revived that really threw me off. Because I was are they going to revive Kaseki underwater so they can pull himself out from under the ground? Out from under the sand. I was okay, that can help because, Kaseki can unbury himself while, Ryusei and Sozu are pulling him up. But no, they had an even more clever idea. They immediately revived the powerhouse Taiju. And I love how clever this manga is because, once again, it caught me off guard. I did not see this coming. And hilariously, you know, our boy Taiju, the moment he wakes up, he always has to shout. He's like, yeah! And not even realizing he's underwater. So the moment he screams, he's just like swallowing all this water at once. And he immediately closes his mouth. And Ryusei races over to him. He gives him some oxygen with his oxygen tank. It's hard to tell from the manga that that's what he does, but it's clear like he does give. It's clear he does give Taiju oxygen or the oxygen mask because of what happens next. But I love how like Ryusei is gonna like exchange this information to him because they're underwater. Ryusei obviously can't speak. He can't tell Taiju what they need. So he does the only thing he can. He screams at the top of his lung in this awesome panel. And Taiju just looking at him, hearing him scream. And I was just like, I love the urgency you can see in Ryusei's face with him screaming. And the scene I love that follows this is Taiju, after getting a full breath of oxygen, immediately gives it back to Ryusei, telling him, friends don't have to communicate with words. We understand each other with our hearts. Taiju already understood the assignment. I love that Taiju immediately goes down to where Kaseki is, and with Soju and Ryusei's help, he pulls Kaseki out of the water in this really amazing panel. So fucking cool. I'm going to make sure I show it off. And then together they rise to the surface with Taiju once again shouting happily that he's holding Kaseki. Senku and others on the boat, they're just shocked. They're not even surprised that Taiju is this happy. But I love it. Guys, Dr. Stone is such a good manga and anime. I mean, like I said, I don't like the anime that much because it rushes through things, but the manga is just so good. And I hope that, like, through me and seeing my excitement and reading these chapters with me, that you guys are getting that. Love how, like, our team communicates, knowing what each other needs without even speaking. We did this in the previous chapter. We did this in this chapter 3 times because Gen understood what Racing needed through Morse code quickly, because he's like, they're not trying to send you an entire message. They're sending you revival fluid. Where you say, speaking to Taiju, he's like, screaming at him underwater. He's like, the urgency in his face. Such a cool panel. Taiju immediately understanding, going to save Kaseki. It's just so fucking amazing. I love it. I can't stop gushing about it. And once again, because I'm further ahead, I did not continue. But I did stop here because I just felt like this was an amazing chapter. It was an amazing, like, stopping point. So I did end the chapter here. So I'm going to go ahead and end this chapter review right here. Once again, it's a short video. But again, I really just love this chapter so much. So I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Feel free to comment below. We can talk about it. See you guys in the next video. Bye. Hey guys, this video was sponsored by me, the author of the Shinry series, the Chronicles of Wayne, and Monsterverse. So I figured I'd do this outro a little bit different by showing you guys what you guys will be checking out. So, the Shinry series starts with Book 1, Shobu Samurai Project Aryoku. 10 years after the death of his parents, Shobu Samurai returns home seeking vengeance, but instead faces a choice to save his home from shadow creatures, blood beasts, and an organization once thought dead. Shinry's Shobu Samurai starts at $9.99. And if you love anime, manga, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, Fairy Tail, Shaman King, Rave Master, Zatch Bell, anything like that, the Shinry series is definitely the series for you. You'll definitely want to check it out. The Sword of Light is probably the thickest one so far. And then these books are 2. This is Enter the Dread Zone Tournament. And the series original ending, Arado the Legendary Konjuis Master. So, and I'll just show you guys some of the covers. Really proud of all of these. But I hope you guys check it out. If you don't like that, I also have the current published books for the Chronicles of Wayne, Love Be Damned, Cotton Candy, Full Moons, Fabled Lovers, A Cursed Virgin's Bite. If You Go Where Monsters Dance, Red will Rain Over Your House. Love Be Damned. Now, the Chronicles of Wayne is about a geeky guy, or a nerdy guy in high school. His senior year, he has a crush on the hottest guy in school, because of course he does. He's only got one best friend, and her name is Barb. Well, the hottest guy in school turns out to be a werewolf. And, to make the story more interesting, he bites Wayne and turns Wayne into the first ever wolfman in the last 10 years. And because of that, it was also a sacred law that wolfmen should never be created. I don't want to get into too much of the Chronicles of Wayne without spoiling it, but I can tell you it's very short. This one sells for $6.99, and Love Be Caged right after it. the ending of this trilogy, Love Be Liberated, it comes out in October. So I'm going to definitely do a more full in-depth review of this one. But yeah, it's an LGBT fantasy fiction story about werewolves, vampires, white witches, a dark warlock, and, well, many, many more surprises to come. So if you guys like to read, I definitely recommend. These are all the books so far in the Shinry series, except for Shinry's Beginning. I do have that one, but it's just not here with me. But yeah, I appreciate a like, support, or just a review on Amazon. Either way, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.